Well, to start, I was going to ask you about the freshmen. Kind of had a big week last week, especially Saturday in Lake Placid. There's one overall as you get kind of near halfway. What do you thought about what your freshman class has done so far this year?
Well, I think they've competed hard, and guys have come in and out of the lineup in terms of situations. Some guys have played well for the whole first half. Other guys took a little bit of time to get acclimated. Other guys have, kind of fizzled here at the end because it's a tough grind to get that first. A lot of times this is the break. Christmas break is really important for a freshman class because they kind of go home, they catch their breath. Get better, they get back here and they're no longer like freshmen. They just kind of take off in terms of that. It's usually a very important break for them. But for the most part, they've come in, they've given us some depth. They've added depth to our program in terms of what our expectations were. So overall, I've been real happy with their compete level and getting acclimated to the team and their adjustment. I thought it's been some guys have like Pat McGinney have taken off and in terms of that, but other guys, Jeff Dinello has really come on as of late. So two good examples of how different a first semester could be for freshmen coming through the door. And
Josh asked you about this too on Saturday's game, but when you get some guys back from injuries, how tough of a decision is it going to be to decide who's going to keep playing and who's going to have to be in a suit and tie on game nights? I mean, because you got a lot of guys contributing that weren't playing because of
Well, I tell everybody the same answer. I just ultimately write the guys down on a sheet, but they decide who plays. Our best players will play, and that's you want to have competition so that you can hold guys accountable. So it's healthy, and I think our guys handle it properly. They understand. I think we have a good assessment of our guys in terms of it. So there's no one gets blindsided by the fact that they're not playing. They know beforehand what they're doing, how they're playing. So they have a real good assessment of where they're at. Open lines of communication help with that. But for the most part, we do the same thing every. We make a commitment to our guys. We'll develop you Monday, Thursday, but we'll play the best 12 forwards, the best 6 defense, and the best goalie every game to give us a forwards an opportunity to win. And just so happens with we'll have a few extra bodies second half here, but that's if we're healthy. You know what I mean? And it's we're finally getting healthy here now. Our D-core finally in the last month has been healthy. So those things, it just comes. And normally we're going to get injuries, we're going to get dinged up. So that presents opportunities for guys. And some of the guys that those opportunities have been presented have taken it and run with it. That's been really encouraging.
I didn't want to ask you too kind of overall, just because this will be it. Saturday's game is the official halfway point of the season because you'll have 17 left after it. Just overall, you've had a lot of adversity this year with people that you didn't expect to be injured, being injured and stuff like that. But what do you feel about the way you guys are playing right now as you get ready for the last game of the first half of the season?
Well, it's like anything else. If you're going to get injured, might as well get injured early in the year, right? But I thought that that probably the thing that set us back more than anything else was the fact that it was some veteran guys got hurt early.
Yeah.
So the guys out of the gate that were going to give you some stability and settle you down and let everybody get their feet wet. But it is what it is. You know what I mean? It's I feel bad for Adam Pollock that really did had a great summer and all that. He's finally coming back into shape here a little bit. But for him to get injured during the season year, you'd hope that he could help us weather the storm a little bit early. But overall, the injuries when it's all said and done, hopefully, are going to make us better here come the second half because there are some guys got thrust into some roles that they might not have initially, and we found some real good pieces in that. And but I think where we're at right now is I think we're. The thing I'm most encouraged with is the fact that we found a compete level daily in practice and nightly in games that, Barley, I thought we ran out of steam at Colgate, but by and large, we're really competing hard, and that just affords an opportunity every night. We're going to make mistakes, and we have some guys, some nights, I thought Friday night at Cornell, we had 2 or 3 guys that have a little bit off nights, maybe overwhelmed with the situation, that limited our bench. That might have cost us on Saturday coming back with our energy level against Colgate. And then we come back with St. Lawrence, and I thought our third and fourth line had humongous impacts in both games. So, you look at those situations when we have everybody going, our depth can really be a benefit to us and afford us a chance to really kind of go at guys and go at teams with an energy level and a compete level that I think is important for us.
The last thing I was asked about was, you get like this 2 or 3 week break between this game and the next game. What do the guys kind of do? Like, do you guys give them some kind of, or Jamie or somebody give them some kind of a program to make sure they don't get
last year we got caught. I didn't think we did a very good job at home. I thought guys went home and they rested up and that, but they didn't keep up with it. And it caught us down in Florida. In terms of we're. So I think that'll be a wake up call for some of the guys that we need to sustain it. We want to go back. You want to heal up and get the energy because the second half's a grind. But more importantly, you have to be on ice a few times. You can't not skate when you're home over this break. You got to touch the ice, got to touch pucks. Or you'll feel it in your lungs, you'll feel it in your legs when you get back. We'll have a little bit more time to get into our situation when we get back. We'll get back on the 27th. So we'll have 6 or 7 practices before we have to play a game. But for the most part, we have to sustain him. We can't take a step back by Jamie will send him home with some ways to stay in shape, strength condition wise, and They'll have a program there that should help them out, and then they'll be expected to be on the ice back home, whether it's shinny hockey or touching pucks, and keep themselves into it on the ice. It should get us back and get that first week maybe back. We'll get them pretty hard, and then we'll do a typical week after that prior to the 4th and 5th of January to get prepared for UMass Lowell, which would be an important series for us.
Yeah,